Hallo kykers, ons is by die kus en ons is sommer lekker lus. Nou, Precious, hier lyk skaflik man.
Ja, dus weet je, ik heb zo'n lekker hempie hier aan. Ik ken of je bij mooi kan zien, maar mijn hempie is geschreven on the rocks.
Nou, waaroor gaan het Precious?
Kom, ik vertel voor jou. Ik weet niet of je bij van Erongo region weet nie, maar ons het baie mooi landscape hier zo.
Ja.
Maar behalve dit is festive season.
En mooi mensen op, mooi mensen op.
Ik sta mos hier zo, zie je. Ik is een voorbeeld van die mooie mensen in die area.
Daar sê. Net soos jy daar sê.
So on the rocks basis is onze show wat ons baie oor gaan gesels oor wat aangaan hier in Erongo region.
Ja.
En kom ons vergeet nie onze landscape wat ons ook hier so het nie. Natuurlik die rocks gedeelte van die show, maar ja.
Wat kan jy sien? Wat is lekker om te sien? En wat kan jy chow? Daar's mos 'n chow bedryf op hier in die gang.
Ja, kyk, is dit een ding is van ouers wat julle moet weet is hy hou van chow.
Ja,
soos hy nou gesê het.
Na papa, ja.
Dis waar ons bietjie verskil. Want ek hou van gooi, maar jy hou van chow.
Ja, so waaroor gaan die chow gedeelte man?
Okay, so ons het 'n gasbraaier hier by ons vandag en vandag gesels ons bietjie met Gerald Guter. Hy het 'n spesiale resep wat hy vir ons gee. Ek weet jy hou baie van vleis, maar ons gaan bietjie vegetarian style.
Ek ken daai man. Daai man speel sokker. Kan daai man braai?
Is daar iemand wat jy nie ken nie, outes? Jy ken vir almal.
Kan daai man braai? Jy ken hom net van sokker.
Kyk, ek wonder ook nie of hy kan braai of hy maar net bolskop ken. Maar kom ons gesels nie bietjie te veel daaroor nie.
Ja.
Ek dink dis net ons gaan en ons braaier gaan ontmoet.
Nou Precious, ons is by Footprints, né? Ja, ons is by Footprints. Kykers, julle moet terugsit. Julle moet relax. Ons gaan vir julle 'n show opsit. Ons gaan vir julle wys wat is lekker hier in Erongo. Dis Desember. Ons kry die vibe. So, ons is nou terug.
The next days are not a measurement of time, but the distance from here to the finish line. For the race you are running, for your kids, your career, your health, your future. Not away, but towards it. While the voice in your head reminds you it won't be easy. But by simply swinging your feet towards the floor, you've taken the first step. Grow for it with Stamino Grow. 5-in-1 supplement available at all leading pharmacies.
Looks a little something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad bit. What? This is what you call a bad bit. Looks a little something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad bit. What? This is what you call a bad bit. Looks a little something bit like I can't.
Okay, I'm here with Gerald Guter, our braaier for today. Now, of course, Gerald is a coach. He coaches for SFC. Now, I was a bit skeptical when I heard we're having a coach as a braaier. So, please tell us what we can expect today.
Well, seeing that I am a Namibian, we do like to braai. That is in our blood. And yeah, what I'm doing for us here today is I have a filet. Obviously, of course, we live in Namibia, we eat a lot of meat. But I'm married to a vegetarian, and over the years we've always experimented a lot with vegetarian and braai because she likes a lot the family vibe and the braai vibe. And so what we got here is some sweet potatoes.
That looks very colorful in this bowl.
Peppers. We've got red onion, lots of garlic, which is always important. Spice. And we'll add some feta cheese to it, create little pockets, put it on the fire and let it simmer and roast.
Okay.
And so you have your vegetarian part and your meat part. And what I've got here...
I was going to come to this container. It's a very interesting looking container.
Special.
So what do we have in here?
Because we need a meat substitute and we find that this is the best option. It's a tofu block.
Okay.
And it gets marinated overnight, again with garlic, lots of pepper, salt. And then you put that one on the grill, just as you would do the filet, and let it simmer, and it actually turns out quite
Okay,
quite,
so hierdie is
quite
wat ons eet as ons nou nie vleis wil eet nie. So jy verbeel jouself jy kou aan 'n lekker stukkie vleis.
Dis reg, ja.
Maar dit is
it's not, yeah.
Okay, cool. So it looks quite interesting in here. What is your secret? What's your go-to secret for your fillet?
I think in the braai you can never push it, you know. You can't have a quick put it in the microwave braai.
Yeah.
It needs to have some good heat and it needs to have good time, lots of smoke, because we've got real good wood in the country, and that smoke gets into the meat very nicely. So I believe in having a lower heat, but braaiing it over
For a longer
period, you know, and
Okay.
also creates an obviously a better atmosphere and times to have better conversations.
Okay, I think that's quite interesting. So what are we doing? What exactly are we doing with this colorful bowl over here?
With this veggies, we're gonna tear pieces of the foil off, enough to put a handful of veggies in, do little pockets, and that ones we're gonna put
slow
inside
cook
the braai, and
roast them.
slow roast them and have a good flavor to it.
Okay,
Adds a good
cool.
flavor to
I
it.
think we should get about starting. Our veggies are already chopped up and our fillet is ready for us. So what we're going to do now, we're going to prep, and then while we do that, we head over to Otis, who is going to introduce our guest right now. So while you guys head over, let's get started.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Kykers, nou ek blom hier so by Andrew Cooper. Nou sê nou vir my Andrew, as jy nou deel van die mini familie of?
Ja, die Cooper familie.
Aha.
Ja, daai Mini Coopers. Dit
Ja.
was mos nou my oupa se fabriek daai.
Wow. Nou luister Andrew man, jy is die bestuurder,
Manager,
eienaar, iets van alles.
ietsie van alles.
En ons is hier
Delivery boy, alles.
Ons is hier by
Aankope.
Footprints.
Lekker.
Nou, vertel my, waarvan af kom Footprints?
Weet jy Footprints, die naam, eerstens Footprints, almal van ons, het mos voetspore in die lewe.
Definitief.
Ja.
Diepes.
Diepes,
Sagtes, hardes.
Baie keer het ons net een spoortjie gehad.
Ja.
Maar daar die liewe Vader ons aan gedra.
Ja, hulle sê so, ja, hulle sê so.
So, dis maar waar die naam Footprints. Ons as 'n
Ja.
familie het bymekaar gekom en toe kom ons op die naam. Almal
Ja.
het voetspore,
Nou,
almal het
nou,
dit.
nou, hoe lank staan hierdie besigheid?
Ons het Footprints begin in 2004.
Ja.
Ja. Toe was dit maar klein, net 'n gewone 3 slaapkamerhuis met 7 kamers, waar ons nou sit met 17 kamers.
Wow.
Met 'n eetsaal, met 'n konferensiesaal. Ja, so ons het redelik uitgebrei van 2004 tot op datum.
Nou, ons is mos nou 'n ander eeu. Het julle wifi hierso?
Ons het wifi, ek
Ja.
het 'n 50 Mac lyn wat inkom net vir my gaste.
Ja.
En dan het ek 'n 25 Mac lyn net vir my admin in my
Nou,
kantoor.
jy praat nou van gaste. Wie kom draai hierso by jou plek?
Ja, jy weet jy, hierdie plek is so gewild. Ek
Ja.
het oorseese gaste. Ek het Namibiërs.
Ja.
Alle Namibiërs. Alle rasse kom hier na toe. Almal. Daar
Ja.
is nie een, dis almal my vriende. As hulle hier kom, is dit hulle noem al. Hulle sê home away from home.
Jo, nou ek wil jou reeds vra man, wat maak Footprints so ideaal? Wat maak hierdie plek different?
Weet jy, hier is nou maar net 'n ander atmosfeer in
Ja.
Footprints.
Ja, ek meen ons sit hier op 'n balkonie, die sea breeze kom waai hier deur. Wat meer kan jy nog
Wat meer?
vra, man?
Jy het uitsig oor hierdie hele dorp tot
Ja.
teenoor die duine.
Daar sê
jou kamers. Ons het 'n voordeel. Al ons kamers, 17 kamers het almal self-catering. Sy eie kombuisie, sy eie breekgoed, alles. Plus, jy het 'n opsie. As jou budget nie pas nie, dan kan jy sê ek vat self-catering, of as jy sê nee wat, ek het die geld, dan vat jy jou breakfast by en jy het lekker breakfast bo op die dak en uitsig oor die hele see en Swakop.
Ons is in Desember, is julle reg vir Desember? Hier kom ons 'n geweldige ras hier af.
Ai, dit is altyd so. Kyk, Swakop is te klein Desembers, maar ons is regtig vir Desember, is daar altyd plek. So ek is vol geboek, maar weet jy wat? Ek het 'n verrassing. Daar's nie almal wat nou verlof kan kry. So ek het 'n special offer wat hardloop van die 3de Januarie af.
Daar sê
vir die ouens wat nie Desember kon afgekry het.
Wow. Kykers,
special.
'n special. Nou as julle wil gebruik maak van daai special, Andrew is die man met 'n plan, en nou weet julle mos van Footprints. Kom gooi 'n draai, kom loer in en kom geniet hierdie lekker plekkie man.
Ja.
Say, Mark Sharp.
You right?
Yeah, but first.
Is she crazy? Yeah. If you go for diamonds and pearls, my love, nothing in this world would last. Alright, we be loving tonight. Alright, we could be loving tonight. You know I never kiss and tell, mama. You need a man that treats you well, yeah. They ain't gotta know about us, baby. First thing first, give me your trust, baby. Tell me a little about yourself, yeah. A little about your health. Hey, you work out for bigger, but do you? Hey, you probably don't feel enough, do you? Let me show you what I can do for you. You better, I got a table for two. We could just love till the morning come. We could just talk till the morning come. Let me show you what I can do for you. You better, I got a table for two. We could just love till the morning come. Morning come, morning. Alright, we could be loving tonight. You know I never kiss and tell, mama. You need a man that treats you well, yeah. They ain't gotta know about us, baby. First thing first, give me your trust, baby. Tell me a little about yourself, yeah. A little about your health. Hey, you work out for bigger, but do you? Hey, you probably don't feel enough, do you? Let me show you what I can do for you. You better, I got a table for two. We could just love till the morning come. We could just talk till the morning come. Let me show you what I can do for you. You better, I got a table for two. We could just love till the morning come. Morning come, morning. Alright, we be loving tonight. Yeah.
The Premier League, all on DSTV. All the goals, clashes, and moments. All of Rashford, Salah, and Saka.
Their start is getting better and better and better.
All in HD. Available on all these bouquets to choose from. To watch on all these devices. Get DSTV with an HD decoder, free installation, plus 1 month compact for 1,549 Namibian dollars. It's the Premier League, all on DSTV.
Precious. Die vlammetjie brand. Ons weet wie se Breyer. Ons weet waar bevind ons hier by die kus. En ons is lus. Wat is next?
Okay, so volgende kyk ons bietjie wat die windhoekers het om te sê. Jy weet wat die windhoekers hou bietjie van 'n inchip en alles wat ons wil doen. Hulle soek altyd 'n slot. Maar Jolanda het 'n baie goeie inisiatief waar sy oor gaan gesels. Dit is eintlik 'n NMH charity initiative. Dit is mos vandag is World AIDS Day.
Ja. En ons is op pad na die fees van gees toe. Nee, van gee. Van deel, né? Ja.
Ja, so ons kyk bietjie na die video wat Jolanda vir ons deurgestuur het en dan gaan ons voort.
Ja, sê.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Hope, a time to give back. So Smell the Coffee and our trusted clients are embarking on a project to give back to our communities during this holiday season. And with World AIDS Awareness Day being commemorated on the 1st of December, this week we will take a look at what this disease is all about and what is being done globally and regionally to stop the spread of infection. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited. We are finally doing our first handover for the Give Hope campaign that is run by Smell the Coffee and NMH. And I am joined with Lorenzo here from the Catholic AIDS Action. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
Can you quickly tell us a little bit more about the CAA? What is it all about and when did it start?
Yeah, no, Catholic AIDS Action is registered as a faith-based organization. At the same time, we are also registered as a non-profit organization that was started in 1998. But then, of course, the registration started, official registration in 2002. We are an independent trust that is resorting under the Namibian Catholic Bishop Conference, the NCBC. And we're just then responding at community level with community-based interventions for not only people living with HIV, but also for people with other social problems that is there, mainly concentrated on orphans and vulnerable children, including gender-based violence. Stigma, yes, there is, but mainly among new incidences. Okay. Not necessarily with the people that have walked the journey, but mainly with new incidences, especially amongst the vulnerable populations, which is then the key populations, and also adolescent young girls. So the World AIDS Day is celebrated nationwide. There is a lot of ad hoc activities happening with communities that is dealing with HIV. But then the national event will be held in Mariendal, Hartap region, at the local sport field. And then the local theme is let the community lead. This time around we are empowering the community to lead, to take the lead, in the sense that for people living with HIV, they would want to stay healthy, not only staying healthy, but also to take their ARV medication in order to stay healthy. So that's a sub-theme. And then being HIV positive or the status that you maintain does not necessarily, define you. And that is also addressing the earlier question that you spoke about on stigma. So if I'm HIV positive does not necessarily define me as somebody that for that matter has committed a sin or that has gotten this through other means.
Lorenzo, thank you so much for your time. And from NMH's side, thank you for the work that you do. we are excited to hand over a couple of goodies and treat your staff to some cool drink and cupcakes. What we have gathered is some toiletries for children as well as educational books and some toys for them to keep them busy this holiday season.
Thank you very much, and I think that's very much wrong.
It's the season for savings at Vurman Brock. Get an Ola-rich and creamy ice cream tub for $59.99. 500-gram Rama Original Margarine for $24.99. 2-liter Rietfontein juice or sensation for $37.99. 5 kg Rice King rice for just $89.99. And Huggies Jumbo Packs for only $209.99. See all our specials online at www.vurmanbrock.com. We care.
Okay, so ons is nou besig om ons groente te pak en om hulle op die rooster te sit. Jy het solank wat vir ons gedoen?
I finished the fillet, spiced it. Obviously garlic. We've got some good Brian grill spices there, salt and pepper, basics. And then it's all about the timing.
So nothing, we definitely stopped by to buy all of our ingredients here, so that all we have to do left is scan, and hopefully I get to win myself some Christmas groceries. We'll have to see about that. But other than that, Gerald, SFC, 5-a-side, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's not just 5-a-side. December is quite the busiest period in our time. So we've got the 5-a-side coming up on Saturday, the 9th of December, which is a very social vibe, a lot like volleyball for all, but in a football version.
Okay.
Yeah, where everyone gets a chance to play football, companies, friends, families, and just have a good day out on the Saturday. Yeah, and then on the Tuesday, the 12th until the 15th, we've got the SFC youth soccer camp where kids from age 6 up to 12, they come in for a whole week. We do a training camp, they get lunch and everything, just have a proper atmosphere all around football. And then we've got the famous Knobel competition on the Friday evening, the 15th of December, where the whole country comes in and enjoys the crazy Knobel sports.
Yeah.
And then the Saturday, the 16th, we've got the Faustball edition, which is again a social event.
A lot of social events happening.
Yes, a lot of social events.
So you have your hands quite full this festive season.
Yeah, we want to keep the people active and let them enjoy themselves with sports, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we take a week break, celebrate Christmas, and then we've got the annual Christmas Cup that runs all the way from 26th of December to 29th.
I think if there's one thing we all know from Swakopmund, it's the SFC annual Christmas Cup. Oopsie, now that one is definitely something to look out for, as well as the 5-a-side and the numerous events. I think we are just about done, so we are going to wrap it up. Our steak is on the grill, so we're just going to finalize this little bit, let our vegetables roast, and then we'll be back to serve you guys. But from here, we take it over to the rest of the show.
Precious, kan hy man brei?
Weet jy nee, ek moet sê ek het gedink hy gaan vir ons baie klomp sokkerballetjies. Ek het wel gesien daar was goedertjies wat hy toegedryf het soos sokkerballetjies lyk, maar ek weet nie, ek
Kyk hierso.
moet met vertroue alles in hom.
Toe daai man hy steek daar by kolle neersit. Hy
Wie honger gemaak.
ek het die flavor gekry, die flavor. Wat Precious. Ons het mos gesê Namibië is 'n mooi land met mooi plekke.
Definitief.
En dit lyk vir my alle mooi goed as hier by die kus.
Ja, nee, kyk so byvoorbeeld ek
Ja, ek stem. Ja, effens.
Maar behalwe dit, ek moet sê een van my gunsteling plekke in Swakop is definitief die jetty. Dit weet jy, as jy net 'n oomblik van jou tyd vat en jy gaan stap net so af. Natuurlik as jy bietjie 'n vrees van water het, sal ek nie voorstel dat jy dit doen nie, maar dit is een van ons mooiste landscapes hier in Swakop.
So, as jy hier bevind, gaan maak 'n draai, maar ons het moeite gemaak. Ons wil vir julle net tease. Ons gaan vir julle 'n bietjie wys.
En vir julle meer geskiedenis vertel ook.
Oor die ding, né? Ja. Daar's hy.
That right there is the jetty. We are visiting the historic jetty in Swakopmund, which is one of the town's most outstanding features. It's easy to find the jetty once you reach Swakopmund. Just head straight for the beach. This landmark reaches out to sea opposite the end of Limatina Amadila Avenue, adjacent to the Tug restaurant. The main attraction at the jetty has always been fishing. However, this activity is technically illegal on and from the structure, according to a 1989 bylaw that prohibits it. It is also a hit with pedestrians wanting to admire the ocean from close up. The jetty was constructed between 1904 and 1905 by a team of 60 men from the German Eisenbahn to make up for the inefficiencies of the original molar, which proved inefficient as a harbour. After the outbreak of the Herero Rebellion in January 1904, it quickly became apparent that there was not enough anchoring space for the numerous ships supplying civilian commodities and military logistics to the new German colony. And at some stages, up to 25 ships anchored in the open sea at Swakopmund, and it took about weeks for them to be unloaded. So, to alleviate this state of emergency, the German imperial government decided to build a wooden landing quay. The structure was originally made of wood and was intended for use as a loading and offloading platform for cargo ships. It measured up to 275 meters long by 9 meters wide. These dimensions soon proved inadequate for the task at hand, and the jetty was lengthened by 50 meters and widened by an extra 5 meters in 1907. The wooden structure was unable to withstand the harsh climate of the Atlantic coast. It was battered by the high seas and damaged by woodworms. Now, isn't that just sad? A decision, however, was taken in 1912 to rebuild the jetty out of steel. 2 drill heads used for drilling into the seabed during construction can be seen right at the entrance to the jetty. World War I put a stop to the construction almost as soon as it had begun. During this time, the complete supply of the colony was handed over via Swakopmund. The jetty remained unfinished though, and local fishermen started using it as a fishing platform while locals and visitors enjoyed taking strolls on it. After the war, there was no further maritime needed for the structure, and in 1919, the northern end was covered with planks for ease of access to pedestrians and anglers. The jetty disintegrated into a dangerous state and was closed to the public in 1983. However, during 1986, renovation work was undertaken to save the jetty, which had become a very popular attraction for locals as well as tourists. Most of the funds for the work were donations received from the public. The structure required further work, and it was closed to the public in 2005. 1903. The former mayor of Swakopmund, however, the late Daniel Kamo, instigated the Save the Jetty Fund, and the renovations were eventually undertaken in a joint venture between Kratz Marine, Wolfish Bay, Divine and Bicon Engineering in September 2005. And just like that, the jetty was reopened in 2006 again. The Swakopmund Town Council subsequently accepted a proposal by the Lighthouse Group to develop, maintain and manage the jetty. And to make the project commercially viable, the idea for Jetty 1905 was born. The remaining portion of the jetty was renovated by the Lighthouse Group and opened by the Swakopmund Mayor on the 6th of August in 2010. The popular Jetty 1905 restaurant opened its doors on the 14th of October 2010. Now, if there's one thing you need to stop by and have a look at, it's the views of Swakopmund from the jetty. They are picturesque and ideal for photographers wanting to capture another side of town. You may also catch sight of dolphins from this lofty vantage point above the waters. Now tell me, after seeing and hearing all of the beautiful history of this beautiful landscape, are you going to make a turn or not? I think you definitely should.
They said I couldn't do it, but I done it. Now I'm steady shooting to 100. Only ever did it like I wanted. Now I'm busy shooting to 100. They said I couldn't do it, but I done it. Now I'm busy shooting to 100. You will always find me where the fun is. 100, 100, 100. Just a little boy from the streets of Africa. I grew up to be a lion and spread Nam culture. With my pen and a little paper, I took my style to the world and make a little better. But then I had to keep my cool, cause I knew X was my factor, but the industry was cruel. It's true. They said to change my style would be clever. They said sky is the limit. I'm like, what? Never. They said I couldn't do it, but I done it. Now I'm steady shooting to 100. Only ever did it like I wanted. Now I'm busy shooting to 100. They said I couldn't do it, but I done it. Now I'm busy shooting to 100. You will always find me where the fun is. 100, 100, 100. So the story goes on, didn't really take long. Felt so real, I got my first record deal. I told them from the start, I just wanna play my part. No phony, I just like to keep it real. But they was way too busy chasing all their money. It's so funny now that I got it all. Moral of the story is just do what you wanna do and say who you really, 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 really. They said I couldn't do it, but I done it. Now I'm steady shooting to 100. Only ever did it like I wanted. Now I'm busy shooting to 100. They said I couldn't do it, but I done it. Now I'm busy shooting to 100. You will always find me where the fun is. 100, 100, 100. I'ma keep it cuckoo. I'ma keep it 100. Yes, I'ma keep it smooth, smooth. Yeah, I'ma keep it 100. I'ma keep it cuckoo. I'ma keep it 100. Yes, I'ma keep it smooth, smooth. Yeah, I'ma keep it 100.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraika. replay Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Jo, Precious, die show loop.
Die show loop, die ding is aan, die kos is amper gereed.
Ek wil sê die show loop.
Is lekker.
Die show loop en die steak kook. Ek wil nie sê brei nie, kook. Nee?
Nee, my koekie brei.
Hoorie. Jy het goed in foil toegedryf. Wat is hy?
Ja, kyk, is anders so sokkerbolletjies, maar dis eintlik groente-outes, want ek weet jy hou baie van vleis.
Ja.
En jy dors bietjie die hoender so squibes langs die kant en eet net vis.
Hoorie so. Jy was mos nou daar. Wat is tofu?
Okay, so tofu.
Is dit China vir wat?
Nee, tofu is soos 'n substitute vir vleis vir die mense wat nou nie noodwendig vleis eet nie. So hy lyk soos 'n vleisstukkie en hy smaak amper soos 'n vleisstukkie. So as jy voel jy bietjie op 'n diet gaan en bietjie.
Precious, jy is met fake news besig daarso.
Nee, dit is ordentlike kos.
Hoe kan jy vir my vleis wil gee wat soos vleis proe maar nie vleis is nie?
Outes wat is goud?
Ja, ek het al gehoor van daai move.
Dit is te ver van goud af, van outes se meat consumption is concerning.
Okay, Precious. mense is op pad. En daai mense kom met visstokke.
Ja.
Nee.
En hulle kom vang ons hele vis hier uit.
Hulle kan nie alles vang, is alright.
Wie gaan hulle keer?
Daar is mense op 'n pos.
Is dit?
Ja, wat hy goed dop hou.
Hulle moet die storm en jag hier.
Ek gaan vir Sheldon die drone gee om my mense te check.
Dophou.
Ja.
So ons gaan 'n security op die pad nou.
Ja, nee, by die strand.
By die strand.
Ja, daar waar die visse gevang word.
Op die pad
ja.
hierna.
Maar okay. Daai mense wat kom, hulle moet mos hier kom, Precious.
Ja, ek het gehoor van NMX safety campaign.
Ja.
Ja, vertel vir ons bietjie daaroor.
Padveiligheid. Ek meen Precious. Ons het van die beste paaie in die wêreld. Ons rank daarbo. Maar die drywers, probleem.
Die drywers is die probleem, nie die pad nie.
Ja, iemand het vir my gesê, my broer, die pad beweeg nie. Nou jy kan ons maar nou dink mos. Né? Ja, ons beweeg en ek meen Precious voor jy in daai kar klim, maak seker man, die brieke werk, die olie is reg, die engine is reg, die tyres. Baie belangrik, né? So hulle sê mos mense beter as hulle sien.
Ja.
So NMS het besluit, okay, kom ons wys vir julle hoe om jou tyre te check, hoe om jou olie te check, né? En dan gesels die traffic ook so bietjie met ons oor die roadblocks en goedjies soos daai. Maar hierdie is die eerste fase van hierdie kampanje.
Okay.
Hulle moet net die videoetjies kyk.
Waar kan ons die videoetjies kyk?
Op ons social media, op ons shows, oral op NMA se hele platforms. Okay. Jy weet, en dis die eerste fase. Ons het gekyk na pad die bestuurders, ons gaan na mense gaan kyk voetgangers en so gaan ons die ding groei.
Ja, hulle moet ook 'n les of 2 geleer word by toegangers.
Ja. Dis 'n ding wat nie gaan klaar raak, Precious. Ja. So wat is volgende?
Okay, so volgende gaan kyk ons 'n bietjie na die wat was dit nog gewees?
Lisensies.
Die lisensies vir die mense wat ons se hele visse kom vang.
Ja. Jy kan nie daar by die strand gaan met 'n stok en 'n lyn en 'n hoek sonder 'n lisensie nie. Ja. In today's fishing report, we are going to tell you all about the requirements, a little bit about regulations guiding recreational fishing, and where you can obtain or buy your fishing permits in Namibia. Recreational fishing permits cost $14 per month or $168 per year. Intended fishing license permit holders should bring along their identity cards, their IDs or passports. Anglers under the age of 18 are required to produce birth certificates and passport photos in order for them to be issued with angling permits. According to the regulations related to the exploitation of marine resources made in terms of Section 61 of the Marine Resources Act, number 27 of 2000, any person who for recreational purposes harvest in Namibian waters must be in possession of a fishing permit and carry out such harvesting subject to the conditions prescribed by these regulations. A person who is found without a fishing permit is guilty of a criminal offense. A person may not for recreational purposes harvest marine resources by any means other than a hook and line, whether operated by a rod and reel or otherwise, and using a scoop net to lift rock lobsters from the water once they have been reeled in to the surface. They can also use a ring net or by diving do so. The daily bag limit prescribes that a person may not, for recreational purposes, in one day harvest more than 30 fish of the species barbel, 20 fish of the species snook, and 1 shark. A person may, for recreational purposes, harvest any of the following species of fish, including blacktail, galjoen, kop, and steenbras, provided that the total number of fish harvested does not exceed 10 in one day. A person may not harvest more than 7 rock lobsters in one day, or accumulate or have in his or her possession more than 7 rock lobsters. A person may, without a fishing permit, harvest and retain for his or her own use any of the following types of marine resources, including aquatic plants, mollusks, and seashells. A person may not use bait or have in his or her possession any annelid worm, collected any red bait by cutting or any other way dislodging the red bait from the substrate. Red bait, which has been washed up on the seashore, can be used. Permits can be obtained at the Ministry of Fisheries Inspectorate in First Street, with the telephone number being 064 201 6111. If you are in Swakopmund, you can visit the Ministry of Fisheries offices located at Natmerik, the Aquarium in Strand Street. The telephone number is 064 410 1000. In Henties Bay, you can visit the police station with the telephone number being 065 50201. In Windhoek, you can visit the Ministry of Fisheries offices in Brendan Simbaiwe Square, Block C on the corner of Newland and Kuta Street. The telephone number there is 061 205 3911. If you find yourself holidaying in Ludritz and want to go fishing, you can visit the Ministry of Fisheries Inspectorate office to obtain a permit. The telephone number there is 063 202905. And there you have it. And with that, we've come to say tight lines.
Hallo julle en welkom by On The Rocks. Ek is Precious en ek sit vandag hier so met Hestie. Hestie is natuurlik ons manager hier by Platsemees. So sy is die een wat in charge is van alles wat hier aangaan. Is dit reg as ek so sê?
Ja, so die meeste van dit.
Okay. So vertel vir ons 'n bietjie voor ons nou in die hele formele goed inspring. Hoe gaan dit met jou vandag?
Nee, goed, jy kan maar sien, die son skyn, dis lekker weer. So ons het almal daai Desember gevoel in ons.
Ek wil nou net gesê het.
Love it.
Sien, is die lekkerste tyd om in die kus te wees en om hier in Swakop te wees, is as dit Desember maand is, dan kry jy die son en die water lyk vir jou verskriklik.
Nee.
Ek wil sommer nou inspring. Maar ons gaan nie nou eers daai doen nie. Ek weet ons het 'n klomp aktiwiteite wat hier plaas gaan vind oor die maand, oor die Desember maand en die festivities, soos hulle sê. So een van hulle wat ek weet wat baie groot is die Desert Dash.
Ja, so die Netbank Desert Dash eindig die 9de Desember hierso by ons. Natuurlik begin hulle die 8ste in Windhoek wegspring, so ons is opgewonde vir dit. Ons is al besig met al die tente opslaan en dinge regkry. So ja, baie opwindend.
Ja, nee, ek was al hier Desert Dash net gewees. Julle moet weet dit is verskriklik. Dis 'n nice atmosfeer om in te wees, veral met hierdie tyd van die jaar. Maar behalwe Desert Dash, wat anders kan ons nog?
Ja, so die 29de Desember het ons ook die Penguins se skiboot kompetisie wat hierso aangebied word. So ons het al die tente, hulle launch hier vanaf, wel van hulle launch van môre af ook. En ja, hulle het bands wat gaan optree by die prize giving. Dit is regtig 'n lekker dag. Ons het hulle dit laas jaar vir die eerste keer in 5-6 jaar weer aangebied. So dit was baie lekker. En ons is opgewonde vir dit ook en om te kyk wat se visies daar uitkom.
As ons gepraat het van die vis, ek weet die windhoekers, dit een ding is wat hulle soek as hulle kus toe kom, dit is die vis. So die gaan definitief baie nice wees, maar ek weet die winkels hierso het ook elkeen hulle se eie goedjies wat hulle nou aan wil bring en meer mense na hulle se stalletjies toe wil bring en so aan.
So ons het ons feestyd trading hours is maandag tot Vrydag 9 tot 7. Saterdag 9 tot 6 en Sondag en public holidays 9 tot 4. Dan die 25 Desember en die 1 Januarie is nou maar voluntary trade vir die ouetjies wat saam met die families wil wees. En ja, julle moet ons Facebook page dophou vir moontlike oujaars event wat kan gebeur. So, maar dit is nog on the wraps, soos hulle sal sê.
Okay, so dis nog nie official nie. Nee, ons gaan definitief 'n oog daar hou van ons hulp en festivities, nee. Ons wil by alles wees hier in Desember maand. Een laaste ding wat ek gehad het, ek sien daar's nuwe winkels.
Daar's nuwe winkels.
Vertel vir ons 'n bietjie daaroor.
So Mr Price en Mr Price Home het nou onlangs oopgemaak, selfde met Old Kakie. Dan het ons Checkers Liquor en ons Cape Union Mart het vergroot. En ja, ons is besig met die bou van ons nuwe winkel wat volgende jaar oopmaak. So, maar hy sal nou ongelukkig nog in Desember tree hê. So,
Okay, so ons gaan maar vir hom eers 'n bietjie van die Desember vibe gee en dan as Desember verby is, dan gaan hy oop wees.
Dan gaan hy oop wees.
Baie dankie vir jou tyd, Estie. Ek dink ek en Estie moet nou eers 'n paar cocktails gaan gryp terwyl julle die res van die program hier geniet.
Ja, dit klink baie goed.
Precious, as jy van goed te hou, dan is die show vir jou. Ek sê jou. Regtig, Precious.
As ek van goed te hou, dan is hierdie show vir my. Hoekom sê jy so?
Nee man, hoor wat sê ek. As jy van goed te hou, dan is hierdie show vir jou. Ja. So hier's iets van alles, Precious.
Ja, ek het so agtergekom.
Ons maak kos, ons wys vir jou die mooi soos mense soos jy dit mos nou benadruk en beklemtoon. En ja, en ons vertel vir jou what goes.
Wat aangaan. En gepraat van what goes. Ons het nogals 'n paar klomp goed wat hierdie naweek gebeur, né?
Ja.
Ek weet een van hulle is Blouwater wat teen Julino Sporting speel en dan speel hulle ook teen Live Fighters.
Ja, beslis.
As ek die naam reg het.
Ja, jy's reg, jy's reg.
So hierdie naweek wat sokker betref gaan baie bedrywig wees in Walvis. Ek weet Swakop het ook 'n paar games wat hier aangaan, maar ek het nou eers baie informasie daaroor het. Ek hoor ook Sondag is daar iets baie groot aan die gang wat baie mense kan kom vir en dit is Sandman. Nou jy was mos vir die jaar.
Ja. Triathlon, die mense swem. Hulle hardloop en hulle ry fiets.
Hulle swem en hulle hardloop
en hulle ry fiets. Ja, is 'n gedoente Precious.
Alles so ek moet eers swem.
Kyk jy moet jo.
En dan moet ek kom hardloop.
Jy moet kan jump Precious. Jy moet fiks wees. Die ding begin 7 uur, né? Dan loop hy ding tot hier 2 uur, 3 uur goeters. Dat gaan so.
In die middag.
Ja. Non-stop, né? Daar's nie pouse nie. Ja, maar okay, daar's nog 'n paar ander goeters mos ook aan die gang. Dan sal jy moet begin. Iewers moet jy begin maak Precious.
Okay.
Ja,
maar kom
ons is Desember, né? Net 'n New Year's ding.
Sal ons met die fiets koop.
Ons kan kyk. Ons kan
negotiate. Okay. Kom ons
gaan
Kom ons gaan kyk wat hulle het vir ons by WeChill en dit is alles wat in die naweek gebeur hier in Swakop en Windhoek en oral in die land.
WeChill.
Desember is uiteindelik hier en vir baie wink die vakansie af. Maar vereers hier is 'n paar geleenthede vir jou om van te kies hierdie naweek. Vrydag 6uur vind Inside Out, 'n eksperimentele uitvoeringsinstallasie by die Okuriangawa Vroue Sentrum in Windhoek plaas, terwyl die Kantare Oudiri Koor en die Namibiese Nasionale Simfonieorkes hulle Kerskonsert by die NG Kerk Juniors Park aanbied met 'n tweede vertoning Sondag. Ook om 6uur, maar die keer in Swakopmund, word Gymnasts in Wonderland aangebied deur die Swakopmund Gimnastiekklub by die MTC Dome. 6:15 vind Coming Home Dead, 'n teaterproduksie verweef met uitvoerende poësie wat die narratief van die 1904-08 volksmoord uitdruk by die Nasionale Theater plaas. 7uur is daar 'n crossdress partytjie by Stables 26 in Okahanya, terwyl daar 8uur Bourbon and Blues by die Steampunk Lounge in Windhoek is met die Roadhouse Blues Band. Saterdag 8uur vind 'n boeremark tot 1uur by die Windhoekse skougronde plaas, gevolg deur 'n adventsmark 3uur by plaas Kroemhoek buite Windhoek. 4uur begin 'n nagmark tot 10uur by die Swakopmund Hotel en Vermaaklikheidsentrum. Vanaf 6uur tree SA se Mikasa en 'n verskeidenheid DJ's by VHS Vegkopstadion op en om 6:30 is daar by Osona Village 'n fliekaand met Encanto wat gedraai word. 7uur is die We Praise in Gospel konsert by die Walvis Bay Munisipale Saal met Maranatha, Pride Panache, Esme Kachikuru en Monique English, terwyl Drag Night Namibia in die hoofstad bymekaar kom om prestasies, veerkragtigheid en die gees van gelykheid te vier by die Goethe Institute in die hoofstad. Sondag 12uur is dit tyd vir Jazz on the Lawn met SA se Don Vino en Judith se Puma by die VHS Vegkopstadion wat saam met ander gaste optree. Dis dit vir nou, lekker naweek.
Okay, so as you guys can see, we've just dished up and we are ready to go serve Otis and Andrew. I actually just wanted us to finish everything right now and right here, but I have to share, want ek is geleer om te deel en ja, ek moet my maatjies deel. Maar dis fyn. Ons het ook al gesê ons gee vir Otis tofu van hy is kort pad na goud toe. Okay, but let's just move over. Can I take this from you and then I'll place this on the table? Sure, this looks quite nice. Otis, ek het ietsie baie lekker vir jou hier.
Koutsa. Jo,
maar ons gaan hierdie Otis se kant toe sit van hy moet tofu eet.
Is die nou die tofu? Is die nou tofu?
Cut the piece for you.
Ja, please, Koutsa. Hy ruik lekker. Hy ruik lekker, hy lyk en hy lyk ook lekker.
Hy lyk soos vleis, né?
Ja.
Ja, so gaan ons vir jou op 'n tofu diet nou sit of
nie nou nie, na Kersfees. Of na nuwe jaar.
Na Kersfees. So as jy detox
of die einde van volgende jaar presies.
Ja, Otis, ons maak op sommer na Kersfees.
Ek kan my nie so straf nie, man.
In die nuwe jaar ingaan.
Ja.
Ja, ons het hom eintlik baie lekker gebraai. Die vleis lyk ook vir my baie lekker. Hy is nicely done.
Ja.
Ek sien uit vir die
Presies nou, watter geheime wapens is die?
Okay, so hier binne het ons vir jou 'n vegetable concoction wat ons bietjie gesprenkel het met
flavor.
Ons het vir jou sweet potato, green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper en net bietjie seasoning oorgegooi.
Presies, dis gesond eet dit.
Dis gesond eet, Otis.
Dis gesond eet.
Dis reeds vir daai rede wat ons vir coach gebring het dat hy vir jou iets nuuts leer.
Jo. Okay, presies. Ons kan mos nie net hierdie kos so.
Moet ek champagne pop?
Asseblief man, pop by ding vir ons man.
Okay.
Pop by ding.
En is non-alcoholic, né?
Vang 'n flavor daar, so vang dit tuis. Kom ons proe, smaak dit goed. Laat ons hy coach vertel of hy kan braai of nie. Hy moet kom hoor hier by ons.
Ek dink hy kan. Ek het gedink hy kan net bol rondskop en maar met spelers daar rond vir ons vertel. Maar ja, jy kan roep hom in en laat hy vir ons bietjie meer vertel oor sy secret recipe.
Jou tofu is die bom.
Thank you.
Ek dink ek raak 'n vegetarian coach. Regtig waar.
Ek kan nie glo ek hoor dit van Otis af nie.
Ja, sy Andrew. Julle was jy's ons eerste gas. Coach is ons eerste breier. Baie dankie. Dit was regtig lekker om vir julle hier te hê. Julle wat ingeskakel het. Volgende week Vrydag maak ons weer so.
Ek wil aan vir julle team baie dankie. Ons waardeer dit. Van Footprints en die hele team. Dit is 'n blessing om julle hier te hê. Baie dankie.
Lekker. Kom ons klink gou daai koppies. Kom ons klink daai koppies.
Sy.
En ons non-alcoholic, né? Ja, ons is pad bewus. Ja, so, kom ons gaan. On the rocks.
On the rocks.
Daar sê, on the rocks.
Daar sê.